Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Collins, and if you're over 50 and you've been dealing with pain or inflammation, I want you to stop what you're doing and listen closely. Because what I'm about to share might completely change the way you think about your health, your joints, and even your energy. You see, most people over 50 have been struggling with pain, stiffness, or swelling for years, and they don't even realize that the little habits and foods they're doing every day are secretly keeping them trapped in this cycle. And before you reach for another pill, you need to hear this first. Just 1/2 teaspoon of a very special natural ingredient can rival ibuprofen in reducing inflammation. And the best part? It doesn't carry all the side effects that drugs do. I'm talking about turmeric. But not the kind you sprinkle on your eggs or pasta. I mean the concentrated version, the one packed with curcumin, which is the natural powerhouse that fights inflammation at the root. Most videos overcomplicate this with big science terms, but here's the simple truth. There are 4 master switches in your body that control inflammation and pain. Turn one on and you feel discomfort, swelling, or stiffness. Turn them off and your body can finally calm itself and your pain can start to fade. One of these is like the main pain factory. It sends out constant pain signals. Another is the master switch that triggers hundreds of genes linked to inflammation. The third acts like a megaphone, amplifying inflammation over and over again. And the last one is a backup alarm system that keeps inflammation going even after the main fire is out. Most medications only hit one of these pathways. Ibuprofen, for example, works well on the main pain factory, but it doesn't touch the megaphone or the backup system, which is why people keep taking it again and again. And while it relieves pain quickly, it can irritate your stomach, affect your kidneys, and create side effects you don't want. Tylenol? It doesn't even touch the inflammation. Aspirin? It only hits the pain factory, leaving the other 3 untouched. Turmeric, on the other hand, has a completely different approach. It touches multiple inflammation pathways simultaneously, not as strongly as ibuprofen on a single pathway, but enough to start dialing down all of them, naturally, safely, and effectively. And there's research behind this. A study with 367 participants showed that 1,500 milligrams of concentrated turmeric extract with black pepper produced results comparable to ibuprofen, without the dangerous side effects. This is why, for seniors, incorporating turmeric into your daily routine can be life-changing, especially when paired with a balanced diet. You're not just masking pain, you're actually helping your body calm inflammation at its core. Now, let's talk about why this matters for you every single day. Because it's not just about taking turmeric or a pill. The truth is, there are other natural ways to turn down these inflammation dials and keep your body feeling younger, more flexible, and full of energy. Extra virgin olive oil, for example, might surprise you. That little tingle you feel in the back of your throat when you sip the real stuff? That's your body recognizing a natural anti-inflammatory effect, very similar to what ibuprofen does at the molecular level. It's gentle, it's safe, and if you make it part of your daily salads or meals, it starts working quietly, without causing the gut or kidney issues that medications can. Then there's ginger, often overlooked, but it's a powerful tool against inflammation. It specifically targets the amplifier, the megaphone that keeps inflammation echoing in your body. Regular use of ginger can actually help calm that ongoing cycle of swelling and stiffness. And let's not forget about omega-3 fatty acids, things like fish oil or cod liver oil. They focus on another pathway that reduces the intensity of inflammation. If you've been feeling achy joints, soreness, or morning stiffness, omega-3s can make a noticeable difference over time. Another natural herb that works wonders is boswellia. This one is unique because it targets the backup alarm system, the pathway that keeps screaming long after the fire is supposed to be out. By calming this system, boswellia helps prevent flare-ups from lingering, which is especially important for people with autoimmune issues or chronic inflammation. The amazing part about all of these natural options is that they work together. While medications tend to focus narrowly, often ignoring key pathways, combining turmeric with these natural allies addresses inflammation from multiple angles, safely and effectively. And it's not just about what you take, it's also about what's triggering the inflammation in the first place. Many people don't realize that things like insulin resistance, which happens when you eat lots of carbs, sugar, or heavily processed foods, can keep these inflammatory switches turned on constantly. When your body is stuck in that state, it produces pain, stiffness, and fatigue, and nothing you take is going to give you lasting relief until the root cause is addressed. Other triggers include mitochondrial damage from stress, overtraining, poor sleep, smoking, or toxic foods, as well as chronic oxidative stress, leaky gut caused by processed foods or gluten, and lingering infections that can flare under stress. This is why managing inflammation isn't just about quick fixes. It's about correcting what turned it on in the first place. For seniors, understanding these triggers and combining natural anti-inflammatory tools can dramatically improve your energy, mobility, and overall quality of life. Now that you know what triggers inflammation, let's focus on what you can actually do about it every single day. Because here's the truth. You can take all the turmeric, olive oil, or ginger in the world, but if your habits are keeping those inflammatory switches turned on, nothing is going to last. The most powerful tool you have is what and when you eat. Reducing sugar, starches, and ultra-processed foods is critical. These are the foods that spike insulin, overload your system, and keep the pain factory running non-stop. For people over 50, this is even more important because your body's ability to manage these spikes naturally declines with age. Intermittent fasting is another game changer. Simply giving your body a longer break between meals allows inflammation to calm down, your cells to repair, and your joints and muscles to recover. It's not about starving yourself. It's about timing your meals strategically to give your body space to reset. If you take it even further, prolonged fasting can work wonders for severe chronic inflammation. People who had struggled with autoimmune or persistent joint issues saw remarkable results just by giving their body this window of rest. Then there are key nutrients that act like natural anti-inflammatories. Magnesium, for example, helps muscles relax and calms inflammation throughout your body. Vitamin D is another powerhouse. Low levels of vitamin D are strongly linked with inflammation, stiffness, and even fatigue. If you're not getting enough from sunlight or supplements, your body will struggle to calm down the inflammatory pathways. Zinc and omega-3 fatty acids are also critical. Omega-3s in particular counteract the excessive omega-6 fatty acids found in many seed oils, which are a major hidden driver of inflammation in seniors. Addressing these nutrient gaps consistently can make a huge difference over weeks and months, not just days. And here's the best part. By combining these natural tools with dietary strategies, you're not just masking pain like you do with pills. You're actually correcting the underlying causes of inflammation. Over time, your joints will feel better, your morning stiffness will ease, and your energy levels will return to what you felt decades ago. This isn't theory. It's what research shows and what thousands of people have experienced when they focus on natural, daily strategies that target inflammation from all angles. And because this approach works on multiple pathways at once, curcumin for the master switches, olive oil for the pain factory, ginger for the megaphone, omega-3s for gene-level inflammation, and boswellia for the backup alarm, you're finally getting a comprehensive, safe, and effective approach to chronic inflammation. It's not about one quick fix. It's about a lifestyle that supports your body, protects your joints, and lets you live fully without relying on medications that only address one part of the problem. By combining these strategies, you're taking control over your health in a way that truly matters for long-term comfort, mobility, and quality of life after 50. Now, let's bring all of this together into something practical that you can start doing today. Because knowing about inflammation and pain pathways is one thing, but actually taking action is what makes the difference. First, focus on your daily routine. Start your mornings with a small dose of concentrated turmeric with a pinch of black pepper. This simple step begins dialing down inflammation before it even starts for the day. Pair it with extra virgin olive oil in your breakfast or salad, and you're already addressing multiple inflammation pathways naturally. Next, make sure you're getting enough magnesium and vitamin D. These aren't just supplements, They're essential nutrients that help your muscles, joints, and immune system function properly. If you're deficient, your body can't calm down inflammation effectively, no matter how healthy the rest of your routine is. Then, let's talk about meal timing. Intermittent fasting isn't complicated. Even a 12 to 16-hour window without food overnight can give your body the reset it needs to repair, reduce swelling, and restore energy. For those who want to take it further, prolonged fasting a few times a month can be incredibly powerful, especially for seniors dealing with arthritis or chronic inflammation. And remember, it's not just about what you take in the morning. Throughout the day, include anti-inflammatory foods like ginger, leafy greens, and omega-3 rich foods such as salmon, sardines, or cod liver oil. These foods specifically target the megaphone and backup alarm pathways, keeping inflammation from coming back once it's reduced. Avoid ultra-processed foods, seed oils, and excess sugar, which are the main culprits behind turning those inflammation switches back on. On top of diet, movement is critical. Gentle stretching, walking, or even low-impact exercises like yoga or tai chi can help your mitochondria stay healthy and reduce oxidative stress. Combine this with adequate sleep and stress management, and you're hitting the root causes of inflammation from multiple angles. Lastly, herbs like boswellia can be incorporated if you want an extra boost against lingering inflammatory signals, especially for those stubborn aches and autoimmune-related inflammation. The beauty of this approach is that it's cumulative. Every step builds on the next, turning your body into an anti-inflammatory powerhouse naturally, safely, and effectively. You're not just chasing relief, you're creating a system that prevents flare-ups, restores mobility, and keeps your joints and muscles functioning like they did decades ago. And this is what makes it truly different from relying on ibuprofen, Tylenol, or aspirin alone. By understanding triggers, supporting your body with the right nutrients and foods, and giving it time to reset through fasting and rest, you're taking full control over your inflammation, your pain, and your overall quality of life. This isn't a quick gimmick. It's a sustainable, realistic, and science-backed approach that anyone over 50 can follow and start feeling the benefits immediately. So now that you know how to calm inflammation, reduce pain, and take control of your body naturally, let's talk about how to make it stick for the long term. The first thing to understand is that this isn't just about taking turmeric or a few supplements. It's about creating a routine that supports your health every single day. Begin by combining concentrated turmeric with black pepper in the morning, pair it with olive oil, and then sprinkle in anti-inflammatory foods throughout your meals. Make sure you're getting your magnesium, vitamin D, zinc, and omega-3s consistently. These nutrients aren't optional. They're essential for keeping inflammation under control and helping your body repair itself. Next, focus on meal timing. Intermittent fasting is simple but incredibly effective, especially for seniors. Giving your body 12 to 16 hours without food overnight allows your inflammation pathways to reset. For those dealing with more severe chronic issues, prolonged fasting a few times a month can make a noticeable difference in energy, stiffness, and joint mobility. Movement is another key. Gentle exercise, stretching, walking, or low-impact activities like yoga or tai chi helps your mitochondria stay healthy and reduces oxidative stress, which are major triggers for inflammation. Avoid ultra-processed foods, excessive sugar, and seed oils. They keep your inflammation switches turned on and undo all the hard work you're doing with natural remedies and fasting. Herbs like boswellia target the backup alarm system, the pathway that can keep inflammation going even after everything else is controlled, making them an excellent addition for anyone struggling with persistent pain or autoimmune flare-ups. By combining all these strategies, diet, nutrients, natural anti-inflammatories, fasting, movement, and stress management, you're not just masking pain temporarily, you're addressing the root causes of inflammation, giving your body a real chance to heal, and creating a lifestyle that keeps you moving, flexible, and energized well into your 50s, 60s, and beyond. Imagine waking up in the morning without stiffness, feeling lighter, more energetic, and in control of your body again. This is what it feels like when you take a comprehensive, natural approach to inflammation. And the best part? You're doing it safely, without relying on medications that only mask symptoms and come with unwanted side effects. So start today. Pick 1 or 2 changes, maybe concentrated turmeric with black pepper and a small intermittent fasting window, and build from there. Every step adds up, and before long, you'll notice your joints feeling better, your energy improving, and your overall quality of life increasing. You have the tools, the knowledge, and the power to take control. And now it's just a matter of taking that first step. Start small, stay consistent, and your body will thank you. This is your chance to reclaim your health, reduce pain naturally, and live the vibrant, active life you deserve at any age.